Hello everyone, and welcome to my video of the Final Fantasy Trading Card Game 2020 All-Star Draft Cube and how to play it. Like many of you, this is my first trading card game and I had no idea what a draft cube, drafting format, all that stuff meant. For Magic players, this is probably super easy. So if you didn't know, last week on the Final Fantasy Trading Card Game official website, they posted a 2020 All-Star Draft Cube list, which consists of 500 unique cards from Opus 1 to 10. So the idea of a Draft Cube is players do not have a constructed deck. They have to draft cards and then play with them. So how does this work? So you have a Draft Cube of 500 cards. You will need to take out, shuffle your Draft Cube and then take out approximately 60 cards per player that's going to take part in this event or game that you're gonna do. This 60 card per person is not a hard number, this can change. And then third, you'll need to find a way to draft the cards and create the player draft pool, card pool, with which each player's card pool, they will make a 40 card deck and play in limited, so not constructed. So there are many ways of drafting. I will show you guys 4 ways that is official in the Magic world, and I reference a lot from Magic. So the first way of drafting is called the booster draft. As you can see, if there are 2 players, there are 60 cards per player. So there's 120 cards here in 10 piles. Each pile has 12 cards, which simulate a booster pack. So how this works is each player will open one pack, take a look at the pack, pick a card, and pass it along. Do this until all of the cards have been drafted and picked. This is kind of like Sushi Go. The other way, second way of drafting is called the Winston Draft. So this Winston Draft is, pretend this is all your 120 cards, place them here, and you place the top 3 cards in a pile like that. The first player will take a look at the first pile, decide if he wants to take it or put it back down. So if he doesn't want to take it, he puts it back down, takes a look at the second pile, and if he wants to take it, he takes it, puts it in his card pool. And then he will replenish the 3 piles by placing the top 3 cards again in the pile. The second player will go and take a look at the first pile, decides if he wants to take both cards or not, and goes on until all the cards are drafted. The third way of drafting this is called the Winchester Draft. I personally played this and like it a lot because it's quick and you get to play your games quicker. So how this works is, again, pretend this is your 120 cards, and you'll place the top 4 cards face up in 4 piles. The first player will pick 1 card and replenishes the 4 piles again until all the cards are drafted from the 120 cards. Another way, the fourth way of drafting it, is called the Solomon Draft, which is kind of similar to everything else we've done, but just a different way. So the first player will take the top 8 cards of the pile and place them into 2 piles of 4. He will pick a pile, and the second player will take the other pile. And then the second player will place the top 8 cards again and separate them in piles of 2 and 4. And the second player will pick 1 pile and the other player will take the other pile until all 120 cards are gone. And there's another way of doing it. This is kind of a way, nothing official. I just decided to do this. You just pick 60 cards out of the 500 draft cube, and that is your card pool. And that is super random, and you think on the fly. So once you have your card pool of 60 cards, like so, this is your 60 cards. You probably want to split them up into forwards and backups and see what you got and stuff like that. So after that, you will try to build a 40 card minimum deck, kind of like a pre-release event. And there is only going to be a limited style play, and so you will only take 6 damage before the player loses. And usually for limited style at pre-releases, backups can be played with any type of element. So if I have this hand, I want to play my Minwoo, but I don't have any water CPs, I'll just throw something to produce 3 CPs and I can play him on the field. So backups can be played with any CP of any element, but forwards, summons, and abilities need to have their own need to have those element CPs to be able to be played. Another way of playing it you could do is, anything goes. All your forwards, summons, and backups can be played with any element of CP, but your abilities have to have the correct CP. That is similar to the title format. So if you think about it, the draft cube and the way of playing the draft cube is really just a custom game. You think there's no official rules as of yet, and I'm just playing this with my wife. Yes, because we enjoy it. It's a little refreshing than just constructed decks. So if you think about it, the draft cube can be drafted any way you want. Technically the game, after you drafted your cards, you can play anything you want. And this is cool because there are some cards I never use in constructed, and you just find a home for these types of cards, and there's some cards I haven't seen since Opus 1 or 2, and it's just nice to see them again and think about them. There are a lot of expensive cards. You can see I did proxy some of them, but hey, this is for fun. This is not an official tournament, so it's whatever goes. So let me know what you think, if there's better ways of drafting, if there's better ways of playing, if there's a better number than the 60 cards per person. Let me know, comment below. I'll put in the description of the video, and hopefully you guys enjoy yourself playing Final Fantasy trading card game. So this is my hopefully short instruction on how to play the 2020 All-Star Draft Cube. Thanks for watching.